2007. Oh, what a time that was. I was just a young man trying in my first semester at Winona State. Go Warriors. Totally oblivious, had no idea we were about to witness potentially the best, the craziest college football season of all time. But now, thanks to the modding community, the college football modding community Discord, and JW Dixon's mod specifically, we can go back in college football 27 and relive that 2007 season, which is exactly what we are going to do with a personal favorite team of mine from back then, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Still probably the most fun team I have ever watched in college football. They were right there. They were one game away from getting to that national title game. Then the goddamn Pitt Panthers came and stole it from them. So we are going to try our best to rewrite history here. We're in 2007. We are going to be West Virginia. We're going to play through this entire season doing offense only and see if we can right that wrong. So a couple of things to note here. There are two ways you can do this mod. You can either use the playbooks from College Football 27, which is what we are going to do, or they actually went through and did their best to recreate the actual playbooks of the teams from 2007. Like I said, it's unbelievable. The effort that everything these guys put into this is crazy. And playbook wise for us, like I said, we're going to be using the modern playbooks. We're going to be using the Rice modern option offense with West Virginia. We'll keep the 3-3-5 zone pressure defense. That is fine. That's essentially what West Virginia did anyway. Back in the day, they were a big 3-3-5 team. So let's take a look at the depth chart of what we are going to be rocking with here with West Virginia. Very excited for this. This is going to be a great time. There's a lot. It's a very deep mod. You can tell the conference up on the kind of top right there. We are back in the Big East. All the conferences got adjusted. The team logos got adjusted. We're essentially just in a time machine going back to 2007. So like I said, this one we are just going to be going through this season with West Virginia, but then going forward, we are going to be doing some actual like more long-term rebuilds. I'm thinking I'm going to try coach mode. That actually looks like it's kind of fun. I haven't fully decided what team, but we're going to be starting in 2007. I think this mod is unbelievable. It's going to be so much fun, taking me back to when I was 18 years old. So for the Mountaineers though, our quarterback is of course going to be Pat White, the redshirt junior, 93 speed, 95 excel, 92 agility, 99 change of direction. Our only problem with him is if we have to throw the ball, we're probably going to have to put in Jarrett Brown, because 79 throw power, 85 short, 79 medium, 69 deep accuracy. We do not want to be throwing the ball at all here with Pat White. A big reason we're trying that Rice offense. The biggest reason we're trying the Rice offense. Whoops, I don't know what button I just hit. A big reason we're trying this Rice offense with West Virginia, though, is going to be the halfbacks. Of course, we're going to have Steve Slayton as our halfback, 192 overall, 91 speed, 97 excel, all those fantastic abilities. But how about a little Noel Devine sprinkled on top of that? This is going to be one of our slot receivers. This is going to be one of our pitch guys on the triple option. 97 speed, 95 excel, 96 agility, 94 change of direction. Unbelievable. I am so happy. I am so excited for this. Then we are going to have Eddie Davis be our other slot wide receiver. I mean, you have options at wide receiver for somebody else you could use in that position. You know, you have Hogan, you have down here actually Jock Sanders, but we're going to start with those two halfbacks, and if they get a little worn and torn, a little tired, Jock Sanders will be coming in to take that slot wide receiver position. A big note, and yes, we do have a very good fullback here with Owen Schmidt. This is probably a better team to run an actual like flex bone offense with, but we've been just having so much fun running the Rice playbook. We're just going to do it here with West Virginia. So Owen Schmidt, I'm actually going to move him to be our starting tight end, because there are a couple of those wingback formations that will use our starting tight end. We can take a quick look at defense. It doesn't really matter. Like, so we're not going to be playing defense. We're leaving that up to the CPU. Hopefully the boys can get the job done in that area. That we're just trusting our guys to get in there and get it done. But I mean, I just can't get over how much fun this mod is going to be, how cool this all is that every team reset to 2007. Go to Washington, you got Jake Locker, the freshman quarterback, taking over before his career gets cursed and drafted to the Tennessee Titans. Virginia Tech, you have Tyrod Taylor and Sean Glennon at quarterback. A team I'd be pretty interested in actually doing a full like rebuild with would be Texas Tech, because you have Graham Harrell still, but the main reason, wide receiver wise, redshirt freshman Michael Crabtree, you still have Danny Amendola on the team. Like, there's a lot of fun possibilities. I haven't fully decided who we want to do that an actual rebuild with. I have some ideas. we will see. Those will be in future streams, future videos. We'll take care of all of that. Let's quickly go over just the league settings here. I am going to be playing this on All-American. I don't want to sweat my balls off here against the CPU all day on Heisman. So we're going to play it on All-American. Injuries on, manual progression, all that stuff is fine. Quarter length, we are going to do 5 minutes. This mod defaults you to 12. So if you do want to run this, make sure you come in, check on that. Coach mode, keeping that off for now. Future things we will. And then I did turn down some wear and tear things because I tried this for a game or two, and the wear and tear was getting really bad. Like Pat White wasn't getting through games, our running backs weren't getting through games, so I just turned it down a little bit. Like normal tackle, got that down to 30, but we still want like catch tackle to be higher, hit stick to be higher, cut stick to be higher. So we're just trying these out. I didn't look up any sliders or anything. This is just what we're going with. We're going to give it a shot. Max transfers per team does default to 2 to try to match more what it was like in 2007. So in-season recruiting going to be much more important than the transfer portal, considering we're in 2007. But speaking of recruiting, this is probably what I'm most excited about going forward, because we have the actual recruiting classes for every year up until 2026. So starting here in 2007, we're going to go after Robert Griffin III, AJ Green, Julio Jones, Kyle Rudolph. And this is mainly just to see if we can actually get any of these guys. If we do end up getting like Robert Griffin III, one of these wide receivers, maybe we do continue West Virginia into the future. Then we just got some other spots we needed. I wanted to get Patrick Peterson, but he had us locked out already, unfortunately. But going forward, we'll have every recruiting class just like it was in real life. There's just so much to this. I'm so blown away by this. Gosh, I cannot wait. I am so freaking excited. I think there's so much potential we can do. So our team schedule for this year, with us being in that Big East, we're going to start with some out-of-conference play against Western Michigan, at Marshall, at Maryland, East Carolina. Then we get to the Big East with USF at Syracuse, a little out of conference sprinkled in here against Mississippi State, at Rutgers versus Louisville. And you can tell the logos too, how they're actually changing. It's this one. This is the big one, the backyard brawl. I think that really covers everything we got to cover throughout I'm not sure how I'm going to break these up yet into the actual videos. We're going to do either 2 or 3, kind of showing the best moments, the big highlights from every game. Not going to be too many recruiting updates, like I said. I'm mainly just looking to see if we can get Robert Griffin III, AJ Green, and Julio Jones. If we can get all 3 of those, then I think we're going to have to continue this West Virginia one. Everything else be damned. So don't expect too many recruiting updates. Mainly going to be us just running this West Virginia team with that Rice offense. See if we can't win a national title for the Mountaineers. Let's get to it. You will notice we are on CBS from another mod there. We got a lot going on. Oh, just hold that block. We just got to hold that block. Let's try. I mean, we're going to try out some different triple options, try out a few different things, see what we like. So this is, again, going divine to the outside here. Keep it, get that pitch off perfect, and hold that block out there. Oh, you didn't hold that block at all. Oh, and who got hurt? Who got hurt? Was that White? Is that number 5 that got hurt on that play? It was. Oh my God. This could be a disaster right out the gates for 2007 West Virginia. Pat White out of the game with an injury, and then immediately our boys just don't block. Bruised ribs. Okay. So let's keep him out for this game. We shouldn't need him against Western Michigan, hopefully. Hopefully Jarrett Brown, he's still got some good speed. He's still got some wheels. That hopefully he'll be okay throwing the ball. I mean, he's better throwing the ball than Pat White is for sure. I've got another 3rd and 9. Ooh, where do we want to go here? 3rd and 9, a little Y sail maybe? We can still like take off and run with him if we need to. Put Divine on like a slant. Oh, was that? We had our tight end wide open. Tight end was absolutely wide open. Let's just try to take our 3 here. Get some points on the board early. And I don't know, we might have to adjust our strategy a little bit here. Pat White being out, we'll see. I'm seeing Pat White back out there. Here. He is, okay. Should we keep him out there? Or should we, one cut inside. Oh, Just one quick juke to the inside, and we are out of there with Noel Devine. Okay, okay. Let's just try a pass right away here. A little mesh. And yeah, we can just keep where everybody's at here. X. Good ball, Patrick. Good ball, Patrick. Can't be pushing the ball downfield here with Pat White. We're gonna be taking what they give us for the most part. I ain't trusting Pat White and his 79 throw power to do a whole heck of a lot for us. Let's just give us a run to Slayton up the middle here. Find some gaps, find some yardage. We'll take it. We have just not been able to find... There's no room to run again, man. This Western Michigan defense is freaking... They're no joke. Western Michigan, no joke here. They're getting after us a little bit. Alright, now's our time, though. Now's our time, Noel. Just get the first, get the first, get the first. Just get the first. We're okay with that. Should we try our deep shot? Sure. Why not? Noel Devine, you get downfield. B, you go on a comeback. Or we just take off with Patrick. Or we just take off with Patrick and go turn and get that block. One block from our outside receiver there, and I think we were to the house. Gosh, dang it. All right, good job though, Pat. Way to get out of there. Find your way, Steve. Find your way, Steve. Find your way, Steve. We'll take 4. We'll take what we can get. A little motion triple option here out of wing back. Tight offset. Read key all the way on the outside. Okay. I mean, they've been coming after us every time so far, and they are again. Get it to him, pitch it to him. You got to juke, and then juke again. Yeah, just haven't been able to get those big plays going yet. Like, we've come close. We've come very, very close. Been able to actually pop a big play here, but just not quite. Western Michigan. Oh, my goodness. Who's our rekey here? Way over there. Go, Pat. Go, Pat. Go, Pat. Go. Hey, 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 hey. He's already a little banged up. He's already a little hurt. Let's take it easy on him. Touchdown, West Virginia. Pat White keeps it. In for the score. Oh, yeah, we're good here. We're good here. There's our read key right there. Coming after us. Oh, so much room. So much room. So much room for Noel Devine. Feeling fine. Noel Devine to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. West Virginia. Whoa. He might have knocked himself out a little bit with that dive. We still got our guy Davis. See if we got some room to... we potentially could have... But we also got Pat White. That's what we got Pat White for. Exactly what we got Pat White for. Just go ahead and take that. Oh, and look at all his abilities going now. That's what we like to see, Pat. Now we got Devine back in here. Hit him back with another triple option. That was the wrong read, but it's okay because we have Noel Devine. I should have got out of bounds. We got a little carried away. We got a little carried away with that one. We were feeling good. Oh, look at that cute little guy. He was feeling himself there. Okay. So this is probably my favorite passing formation. Let's give it a go. I mean, from here, let's do something like this. Try to roll this out to the left because, you know, Pat White is a lefty. We'll see. Playmaker him up. No, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. The pitch key's right over there. All right. We got 23 seconds till one timeout. This is going to Devine. Wait till the last second. And then one cut inside. And then hit the gas again. Noel Devine. He might be our guy. He might be the guy for us this season that's really gonna carry the offensive load. Okay. I mean, I really feel like we need to get something to Slayton. Oh, wrong read. But pitch it anyway. And trust the speed of Noel Devine. Trust the speed of Noel frickin' Devine. This guy. This guy. Doesn't even matter if we're making the right read or not. That is a touchdown for Noel Devine. That's going to end our first game here. Let's just jump ahead to the end of the game. Hope we don't get any more injuries, but 31-7. The offense of West Virginia putting... Oh, they scored again. I think they scored again right at the end. Even the CPU, 41-7, ends up being our final score here against Western Michigan. 421 total yards, 36 carries for 376, 3 for 6 passing. That's about what we're hoping to do just about every game. That's even too many passes, to be honest. But we're going to mix in that RPO a little bit more. Look at Noel Devine. 11 for 221, 3 scores. Touchdown for Pat White. Touchdown for Steve Slayton. Exactly what we're hoping to see here with West Virginia. Let's try a load option going out to the right. Oh, I like the looks of it. I like the looks of this a lot. It's usually, you know, seconds before disaster type thing. Oh. I think we were actually breaking that tackle. I think Devine was actually getting out of there. If it wasn't for the help from that other Marshall guy. All right. We need to get Steve Slayton going at some point, but these interior blocks are just not there. This interior offensive line's kind of killing us here a little bit. Let's go back to that RPO and see if we can't just get this to him. Yeah, those throws. Yeah, those throws just float for so long. It's unbelievable. Oh, Pat White and his 79 throw power coming back to bite us here again. I mean, we'll try a triple option here on 3rd and inches. Oh, early pitch, but we're Noel Devine. We can pick up that first down. Should have just kept that with Pat a little bit longer. All right, let's try a pass play here. I feel like we haven't really done any of those. Well, I said we didn't really want to do any of those, so I guess that makes sense. Okay. I like the looks of motion dagger. Send Devine downfield. Don't have Devine. Gosh, they have nothing. Just this offensive line is hurting me here. They're hurting me here a little bit. Should we try this outside zone? Nobody's picking up that outside corner, so I don't like that. And for whatever reason, one of the mods I have like messes with our, I can't see our pre-snap adjustments. Good ball, Pat. Find Owen Schmidt. Hit him with a frog splash right on the M of Marshall. Re-keys that slot corner. An early pitch again, but Noel Devine. One more time. Doing it again. Could have had that one. I keep pitching that so early, so I keep getting scared. I keep getting scared and thinking they're coming after me, but they're not. But hey, that's a first down. Keep it moving. Let's try this RPO again. I really think this one's got potential to go for a touchdown. I think just about every play, even if it's going to Davis. We prefer it being Devine. We're fine with Davis. He needs a little breather, and that's okay. That's fine. Now juke him. We're fine with it being Davis. We can live with that being Davis. 1st and 10. Yeah, we'll just take it to 2. Take it to the 2. And I think we'll probably just triple option him again. That's been working pretty dang well. Much better than any... Oh, there's no 2-minute warning. That's right. I forgot about that. They have the rules of 2007 too, so there's no 2-minute warnings. Totally forgot about that. Marie keys that slot again. And then a late pitch out to Noel Devine. Take it in. Beautiful. Dead in the shoe. They're all... What are they doing? We have B wide open, but I think we can get more yards with Pat White here. I think we can get a lot more yards with Pat White here. Trust those legs. Trust the wheels of Pat White. He's going to get it done for us. 1st and 10. I mean, definitely in field goal range for Pat McAfee and his apparent cannon leg. I should check what his kick power is after this, because that one he had earlier. Get that pitch off. Noel Devine. Ooh, good pursuit there by number 8. Good pursuit. Oh, man. All right, so at least we got out of bounds, which is nice. What do we want to do here? I don't want to run inside. Inside runs have been terrible. Pat White, I think, is 93 speed. Steve Slayton's 91. Noel Devine's 97. And then this guy, Eddie, our other halfback. Oh, gosh. Our receivers can't block worth a damn. They just can't block worth a damn, man. No, Pat White's really good. As long as you're not throwing the ball. Him throwing the ball is a disaster. Like, it's a mess. So we're trying to avoid that as best we can. So he's got 79 throw power, very bad accuracy. So we're trying to avoid that. Yeah, I love the CBS scoreboard, looks fantastic. And that's just got to be a run to Slayton. It just got to be a run. Finally, Steve Slayton. Finally. I'll throw an RPO here soon. And it's so bad. Oh, but he can do this. But he can do this. Who cares how he throws an RPO? If he can run for 80 yards into the end zone, Pat White breaking the big touchdown run. 75 yards, excuse me. We gotta avoid throwing the ball at Pat White. we have to avoid that at all costs. We just give the ball to Noel Devine. That's what we do here. That's all we gotta do here. Give the ball to Noel Devine and Steve Slayton and let Pat White just get out of let Pat White get out of the way. Or let Pat White run it. Let Pat White just run it. I mean, we could I'll try a deep throw. I'll try a deep throw if it's there. I'll try our verticals play here again. Laser. Absolute laser by Pat White. Are you kidding me? Never mind. Everything I said, everything negative thing I said about you, Pat, we take it back. Beautiful pass lead inside to Noel Devine. Finds him for the touchdown. Maybe I was too harsh on you, Pat. Maybe I was too harsh. Let's take it to the end of the game. Nice win. Again, get us to 2-0 to start our 2007 season. That was the best throw I've ever seen Pat White make. That was an unbelievable throw by Patrick. The Friends of Cole Bowl goes to West Virginia. White ends up with 158 and 4 touchdowns. He's a showman. Pat White is a showman, if nothing else. The boys taunting the Marshall. Look, putting his hands to his ears, taunting the Marshall faithful as West Virginia wins the Cole Bowl. What was it? The Friends of Cole Bowl? Something like that. Our stats for that one, 452 yards, 33 rushes, 294, 8.9 yards per rush. So a little down from that first week. Had to throw it a little bit more. But Pat White showed me some things. He showed us a thing or two. We'll take that. 2-0 for West Virginia. Oh, at home, we had everybody coming in cold with the practice. Whatever. Oh, look at the blocking by the boys up front. Steve Slayton, cut it. Oh, we just need one quick cut to the outside there, and we actually had our first good inside run, I think, of the season. Steve Slayton, so gosh dang close. Now, let's try another inside run. Let's see. I liked how that looked that first time. Didn't like how that looked. That looked pretty horrible. Looked like they were pretty gosh dang all over that. So let's go back. Let's try the load option out of here, actually. Slayton's out. He's a little banged up. Boys are definitely getting a little fatigued here this point of the season already. Little late pitch out to Devine. Get a few extra yards and pick up that first down. And kicking's hard enough in this game, and we don't need him to be shaking all over the place, too. Oh, pick it up. I can never read it when it's a D tackle, man. That could be the theory, especially with you being, in San Diego. Could be a little late night action. I thought we had the wheels with Devine to get all the way out of there. Just needed that one cut. But still, picked up that first down. Noel Devine doing his thing here again. Go to this RPO. And really just going to hopefully be able to throw this to Devine. It's man coverage. Doesn't matter. Noel Devine's going to be a lot faster than whoever that linebacker is. Touchdown. West Virginia touchdown. Noel Devine. He must be a time traveler. He knows about the 6-7 celebration. They have been all over us. We've essentially just had to try to run with Pat. Good pitch out. See, again, these guys up top just doing me no favors. If one of those guys can hold that block, maybe we can get something. Maybe we have a chance there. If one of those two guys can hold that block, that's all I'm asking for. But no, neither of them do. And we're dead. Okay, look out, number 10. We're just taking off. We're just taking off, nice and easy. I could have tried a small pass lead there out to our right receiver. I don't know, Pat White hit the last one. He did. Maybe I just need a little bit more. Our interior blocking. Our interior blocking is disgusting. It's so bad. Goodness gracious. Yes, this is on PC. Get that pitch off quick. Hold that block and then cut one to the outside. Noel Devine to the 10 to the 5. In for another Noel Devine touchdown. Just needs that little bit of space. That's all Devine needs. West Virginia, 14 on the board here. Let's go. Yeah, we'll just go with the duo here. That's not even... Oh my God. This is why we're just not running inside. We're just not... I'm just so over trying to run the ball inside. All right, COS. I'm just so done with trying to run this ball inside with these guys. We gotta... If we're in space, we gotta try to give it to Devine. We trust him to be able to make some plays there. 8 for 103 already for Noel. Guy's been unbelievable. Let's get it to him on this RPO again. I think we're starting the Devine for Heisman campaign. And we're just going to try to get Noel Devine as involved as possible. Didn't block that guy. Okay. Should have checked our blocking. Fake jet pass power? Sure. I like the looks of this. I like the looks of this a lot with Patrick White. Take it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. 21-0 here in the first half. Don't worry about it. Nabuda asking all types of wrong questions here. That's none of your concern. Noel Devine. Whoop, one wiggle. Oh, close. All right, so we have 37 seconds. Let's try another pass here, actually. As much as we don't love Pat White being the one throwing the ball, if we get this as a one-on-one over on the left, we're going to chuck one up to Devine, but it is not. So we'll just take... Oh, my God, Pat White. He cannot freaking throw the ball, man. He cannot throw the ball. So let's just keep running it. If we have to take 3 here, that's fine. But I believe in Pat White. I believe in Steve Slayton and Noel Devine. And just some blocks from the boys on the outside. Oh, hit a little bit of a speed burst there. Then our number 26 just didn't know. Didn't know. They mentioned something about it. I'd have to go back and read the actual thread in the Discord. But I think they just made custom playbooks as best they could to match 2007. I want to say is what they did, but I could be wrong on that. But they do have just the 2007 playbooks. And once we actually start doing rebuild stuff, we'll be using those 2007 playbooks. Fight for me, Steve. Oh, we're out of timeouts, but let's do... I mean, we might as well go for a score at this point. First and goal. I should have just done a QB sneak, but we'll do a power read. No! I should have dove. Dang it. All right, let's mess around with some of the pistol now. We haven't really done too much of that yet. This is... Okay. Oh, wrong read. Just get it to Steve. Try to cut it inside. Yeah, pistol I gotta get used to. I gotta get used to making the reads out of pistol again here. Well, this seems like a good time for us to mess around with it a little bit. With us being up 21-0, our defense just having a field day against Maryland. That's got to be... And then a pitch, and then Noel Devine, all the way. Nobody's gonna catch Noel Devine. Number 5 came a little bit closer than I would have liked. Came a little bit closer than I would have thought. That is Noel Devine in for the West Virginia touchdown. 28-0. We'll just jump ahead to the end of this one. Another good performance by this West Virginia offense. And the defense. Defense played unbelievable. Offense scores another touchdown. Gonna win this one 35-0. Taking down the Maryland Terrapins in Maryland, starting off our season 3-0. We'll take a look at our stats and everything. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Because, in this example, I'm going after Robert Griffin III, Julio Jones, and AJ Green. Because we know what those guys are. But the recruiting battles for those guys would be insane. And there's still, it's not like there's still good guys in there. It's just everybody knows who the top of the line guys are. And imagine the recruiting battle for Vancy. Once we get to 2010 or 2011, whatever class he was, everybody would be recruiting Vancy like crazy. Another 444 yards for the West Virginia offense, only 91 for Maryland. That defense just locking them down. 40 rushes for 386 yards. My goodness gracious. Let's see. So Noel Devine was definitely the star of the show again here at this point. 14 for 257 and 2 scores. Slayton getting something going a little bit. Pat White gets a touchdown. Did fumble at some point apparently, as did Davis. But another win on the board for Maryland, or for West Virginia. Take us to 3-0. What a time to be alive. Julio Jones, the 5-star, verbally commits to West Virginia, as well as Kyle Rudolph and Cameron Chisholm. Sure, already got ourselves a little bit of a recruiting class going here. AJ Green, unfortunately, did hard commit to Auburn, so we are going to miss out on him. But we're looking good for Robert Griffin III. We got Julio Jones. This is what we like to see. Big East Player of the Week, Noel Devine, 14 for 257. He is... Goodness gracious, is he fun. National Player of the Week, Noel Devine. That's my guy. Let's go. 3-0 start. Quick check-in on recruiting here. Anybody else in on RG3? Nope, we're looking great there. Unfortunately, going to lose AJ Green, but getting Julio Jones, getting Kyle Rudolph. Incredible. And, oh, no progress made on Andrew Luck, but we should get up there soon. That's the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. Apparently, we're playing this in Ireland this week. Huh. I'll pick up that one block. I feel like we just have not been able to pop anything big with Slayton yet, but that was close. To start it in the first place, yeah. I'd never done an online Dynasty. I did a little bit of offline Dynasty, but not much. I never really considered doing an online Dynasty until a bunch of people... There were enough comments about it. I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and start one. And now here we are. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't really know anything that was going to happen, but it's been a ton of fun. So I'm glad we did it. It should be. Keep it. We couldn't quite get that pitch off. I do like that triple option out of here too. Maybe not as much as this one. It's close though. Yeah, we upgraded the desk. We got a new studio. Got a lot of new things going on. He's watching the halfback, so we're just going to keep this with Pat White. Take it in Ireland. That's why we couldn't do a crowd pattern. That makes sense. The power read is something I'm not calling enough. I need to call this more. The power read is just so good. I love that power read. That's so good. Honestly, I think the best thing we've done with that online Dynasty so far... Oh my god, that 0-1 trap sucks. I don't know what they did to it. It used to be so good, but it is horrible now. The draft we did this year, I was pretty proud of how that one came out. I was very happy with how that came out. Yes, this is the PC version. Oh, we could have thrown that. We'll take off with Pat, though. We'll take off with Patrick. We'll take off with Patrick. Get all the way, Pat. Get all the way, Pat. Yeah, it's a PC version with a few different mods going on. So we have the 2007 rosters and depth charts. So that's why we have Pat White, we have Steve Slayton, we have Noel Devine, we have all the West Virginia boys. And then I put the CBS score bug at the bottom. And then there's a few other ones we have on there, but yeah, 2007 is probably the craziest, like, most fun football season of all time. That's why I'm so glad this actually takes us back specifically to 2007. And we can try to right that wrong of what happened to West Virginia. You know, 2007 season, I was 18. That was ugly. I was 18. So I have a lot of fond memories of this West Virginia team. So we're going to see if we can't do what they weren't able to. The only thing with this mod, they couldn't adjust like the playoffs. So the playoffs are still going to be like the 12-team playoffs that it is currently. There's just nothing they can do about that. But yeah, I've looked at Hawaii. I'm probably at some point going to do like an actual rebuild with Hawaii to have Colt Brennan for that season. There was a lot of fun teams back in 2007. I think Illinois is another one I'm looking at because Juice Williams. I was a big Juice Williams guy back in the day there too. And we'll see here that the rules are different in this mod too because there's not going to be a 2-minute warning here. It's a big Juice Williams guy, so Illinois is definitely in consideration for an actual rebuild. Boys. We can't. I don't know who to blame on that, if that's Pat White, if that's Noel Devine, but we can't be having that. Let's take our 3, I think. Let's let Pat McAfee shine a little bit. See if we can't make this field goal. Kicks up, kicks good. Good job, Pat. We got 11th. Oh, they're in prevent here anyway. We're just going to take off and run with Pat White to the left here. Just go get as many yards as we can. They have got Pat White's kick power is so high that I think if we get a few yards, we'll have a chance to actually kick this. Because in the game earlier, we had a 63-yard field goal, and they said, hey, you can try to kick this. I missed it because I put it in the red, but considering we have Mr. McAfee, did I just call him Pat White? Considering we have Pat McAfee, they gave just the craziest. That's right, I was going to check his kick power, actually, because it must be insane. That's not even full power, and that's easily good from 56. I mean, between Devine, Pat White, and Steve Slayton, this offense is so freaking fun, man. Like, there's just so much. There's so many fun options you can do. I still think, though, from looking at the depth charts, I think Florida would be the best team to run this with. So you have Tim Tebow, you have freshman Cam Newton, you have a couple like 99 speed guys. Like, they would be very, very good. We actually have to keep that with Slayton for the first time, I think, on that RPO. They actually stayed out there, and we had to take our medicine. The Wild Hog. Arkansas would be a ton of fun. We might have to look into Arkansas. McFadden, Felix Jones. Like, that could be a fun one. I was thinking, I kind of want to do a Wisconsin one too. No, I looked at Notre Dame, and they did not look good. Depth chart did not look promising at all. So I don't think I'm going to do anything with Notre Dame. But I do kind of want to do one with a more major team, because I've never really done like a multi-year rebuild with a higher tier team. I've always done them with lower tier teams. Online Dynasty, offline Dynasty, all of that. So I kind of want to take not like a top of the line team, but a more middle of the road team. And I think that's going to be Wisconsin. That was my favorite team growing up. Camp Randall's awesome. Good uniforms. Got a lot to like with Wisconsin. Noel Devine's going to be too fast for you, number 8. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. There's just nothing you're going to be able to do against Noel Devine. Touchdown, West Virginia. And yeah, let's just take it to the end of the game. I mean, this one's over. Offense went and got us there. Got us on that. Oh, actually. Okay, no, they did get us. I got a little worried. For a second. But no, that is another win for West Virginia. Ended up being 30-22. Did have a little bit of a comeback there. But Noel Devine, only 10 for 92. Didn't quite get him going nearly as much as we have. But we'll check where we're at season stats-wise here now that we're through 4 games. Pat White, only thrown it 30 times through 4 games, a little more than we would like, just under 8 attempts per game, but that's fine. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, keeping it clean, keeping it simple. It's really the rushing stats we're looking at. So through 4 games, we got Noel Devine with 45 carries, 668 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Pat White, 333 and 4 scores. Slayton, 293 and 2. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. And I believe Devine should be our leading receiver. He is only 96 yards, but a couple more touchdowns, helping out his Heisman case here a little bit. But now that's a keep. That's Noel Devine. That's room to run. One cut inside, one cut back outside. Go on. Go on. Yeah, I find it much more fun to use those lower tier teams from the beginning. Yeah, and build the teams up. And it's definitely harder this year, but I think it's a lot more fun. We did it in 26 too, The 2 stars and below. Go set that edge. Good block. Steve Slayton, 1 cut inside. Oh, Steve Slayton. Oh, Steve Slayton. That's what we like to see from our guy, Steve. He hasn't done much for us this year so far, but there he is. Let's actually go with this RPO. Let's get it, try to get it to Divine in space here. Motion you over. God, Pat White. 1 cut. Noel, hit the gas. Noel Divine. Nobody on USF is going to catch Noel Divine when he gets ahead of Steve. In for the touchdown. That's our Heisman. We are going for the Heisman with Noel Divine. Those kind of plays are going to help us a ton. And the defense gets a stop. Beautiful. No, you want to come back. Patrick White. I redded it. I should have just let him do it. Oh, I was a glory hog. I had to go try to do it myself. Gosh dang, I should just let that one go. That was a decent ball by Pat White for 79 throw power and like 60 deep accuracy or whatever it is. That was a good ball. We'll just keep it with Pat here. Just take our first down, get out of bounds, keep it moving. Yeah, we'll check how Michigan did against App State after this game. That'd be hilarious if they could somehow program that in to be like a forced loss for Michigan. Oh, yeah, that's a touchdown. You're not beating Divine to the pylon. You almost did. That was pretty close. You almost did. All right, go back to this RPO. They have CBS score bugs. They have ESPN, Fox. They have a lot of different ones you can do. The CBS one I found works the best because some of them do kind of glitch out a little bit. But this one looks nice and clean. But I don't know. My only problem with it, and I'm not sure if it's a score bug thing or not, but like all my pre-play stuff, I just hit Y to call an audible, and I just can't. Like there's no, all the pre-play screens just kind of disappear, which I don't know if it's a score bug thing or not, but once I got things working, I just didn't want to mess with it too much. See, like right now, I called the wrong play. And there's just not going to be... Like, you can still hot route, but it just... The actual screen isn't actually going to show up. Okay. Good ball, Patrick. Let's just get back to our triple option. They just crash every single time. Every single time, they just keep crashing. They just keep crashing inside. Those fools. Those ignoramuses. I mean, we might just take off on a run here with Pat, too. Snap throw. Snap throw. Little verticals mix in. Love that pass play. TNT. I don't remember seeing a TNT one, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if they have them. Wouldn't surprise me for a second. They've got so many things. All right, one more. Yep, he's staying there. He's staying on the halfback. We're keeping it with Pat White. I should see again. I just take it to the outside. Just take that to the outside. We have room to the outside, but I just don't. You know what? No, I'm gonna try to get a little speed and try to get outside. I cut through everybody on this. We can't run it. I keep trying. I keep thinking maybe now is the time we can actually run to the inside, and it never is. It never is. Yeah, I'm going to cut this up and put it up on YouTube sometime. It's going to kind of be the... Oh, Noel? Hit the gas. Hit the gas, Noel Divine, you absolute monster. Let's get out of here. This one's over. This one's over. Head into Tampa and just absolutely tear apart the USF Bulls. Good work. A demoralizing defeat for USF. 35-7. West Virginia pours it on them. 27 for 193. Honestly, one of our lowest rushing games. Rushing totals we've had so far this season, but if it's going to result in games like that, we're A-okay with it. So how did Divine end up doing? 8 for 110 and 3 touchdowns. Heisman Divine. Heisman Noel Divine. Let's go. 5-0. We just need some form of blocking by these guys on the outside, and that's kind of been bad in interior blocking, which I'm going to try another run to the inside because I'm... Okay. We ended up getting a little something there. We'll take that compared to how most of our other inside runs have gone. That felt like a massive success. All right, let's try our motion duo run here, especially them coming out 3 down like that, spread across so much. You'd think we'd have some. Oh, somehow found that gap. I didn't expect that, but we'll take it. Back to our triple option read key. Looks like they're in 6-1 here. Just keep it with Pat and just go right up the middle and go Patrick. Go Patrick. Go on, Patrick. Pat White 2 for 29. Let's just hit him again. Just hit him again. Hit him again. Another triple option going out to the left this time. We want to get this to Divine. We want Divine to go get his touchdown. We need Noel Divine to go get his touchdowns if we want to win this Heisman with Noel Divine. Did you watch the preseason game Thursday? It looks like, you know, not to get too excited, but there is potential. Green Bay's actually found themselves a kicker. Don't want to get too excited too early, but there is a shot that there is a real kicker playing for the Packers this year, which is something that I haven't been able to say since like Ryan Longwell. Oh, Mason Crosby. But since Crosby was gone, I feel like the kicking situation has been rough for Green Bay. But Trey Smack looked pretty dang good that Thursday night. If he can kick well, if Keyshawn Nixon never sees the field on defense, and if you get decent enough health, I think Green Bay's got a shot to be okay without Micah Parsons those first few weeks. I've been loving what I've been hearing and seeing out of Cisse, that rookie corner. We'll just take it with Pat. I did kind of want to get Divine another touchdown, but it's fine. Now, just one cut outside, and go Noel. And go Noel. Go Noel. 90-yard house call to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Noel Divine. Touchdown, West Virginia. Didn't give him the touchdown on the last one. We're right back. We are right back. 90 yards to the house. Yeah, I'm big on high hopes for the Packers this year. I'm going to either, I'm not sure exactly which game yet, but it's going to be one of the Packers, either against the Bears or the Vikings. Noel Divine's unbelievable. There's no stopping Noel Divine. There's nothing you can do. Frog splash right on the S. There's nothing that can be done to stop Noel Divine. This guy is just on a mission. Let's try to get him one more at this point. Why the heck not? See if we can't get one more here before halftime. 34 seconds, but for a guy like Divine, we can... Oh, of course it's freaking Davis in there. Of course it is. We'll see. Maybe Davis can surprise us all by actually doing something. I'm just going to call this triple option again. Yeah, I'm going to either the Bears or Vikings games in Green Bay this year. Maybe both. We'll see how it all... Oh, hung on to that a second too long, but Patrick. Get out of here. Syracuse doesn't belong on this field with West Virginia. They don't even belong on this field with West Virginia. Get them on out of here. Another touchdown for the Mountaineers. Get us the end of the game. We're done. We're moving on. That ends up being 42-10 victory for West Virginia in that one. 33 rushes, 414 yards, 12.5 yards per rush, 2 for 3 passing. Beautiful game. Couldn't have asked for anything better there out of West Virginia. That's exactly how we want all of these games to go if we can. Noel Divine, another 10 carries for 209 yards and 3 touchdowns. Pat White gets 2 scores and runs for 107. Steve Slayton runs for 80. A touchdown for Eddie Davis. Who could have ever seen that coming? A little guy, Eddie Davis, getting on there and getting the touchdown. So 6-0 start here for West Virginia. 6 games left to go. See if we can't complete our goal, at least go undefeated in the regular season. Take it from there. Got to beat Pitt, of course, at the end of the year. That's the big one kind of hanging over our heads at this point. But been a good start for us. Let's go Mountaineers.